make a soup today with the bone we have left over of a baked ham. I did leave a little extra meat on it on purpose because I knew I was going to make soup out of it. It's not, you know, excessive, but it does have some meat, which I want to shred later into the soup. We're going to add beans to this pot. I happen to have a mixture of soup beans or whatever. I picked it up at the supermarket. It doesn't have to be this. It can be these little white beans. It can be kidney beans. You can even make black beans out of this. Definitely lentils, although the cooking times would be, you know, shorter. It doesn't matter. I have half a bag of beans in here. That's half a pound. I think it's 220 grams, something like that. Doesn't matter either. It doesn't have to be exact. I soaked it and I drained it. Now I'm just going to add it to the pot with the ham. I'm going to add a few sprigs of parsley, a couple celery stalks, but I wanted the leaves, so I went into the middle there and got the leaves. A few sprigs of thyme. This is optional as always. I'm going to put 2 chili peppers in here, 2 bay leaves, and half an onion which I coarsely chopped, and 5 garlic cloves which I just smashed. I'm going to add about 8 cups of water to this. You know, I want to basically cover the bone, and we're going to let this simmer for about an hour and a half until those beans are, you know, basically cooked, and then we'll finish it. I will cover this, by the way, and let it simmer covered. This has been cooking for 90 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to check and see how the beans are doing. Okay, they're good, perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to remove this bone very carefully without burning myself. And I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. We're going to shred as much meat as we can off of this ham. I'm going to discard all these, you know, parsley and all the stems I have in there. The celery, the bay leaf. And we're going to let this cool down a little bit so we can skim some of the fat, and then we're going to finish it. Look at this. I have a lot of meat here. I'm getting rid of the fat. I don't want to put that in my soup. You can see the bone is pretty much clean. Got to pick it here. If you don't have a ham bone, let's say you didn't cook one and you'd like to make this soup, well, use some ham hock. You know, if they're little, use a couple. If not, just use one. That'll work perfectly fine. So this is what I took out, the 2 chili peppers. I had a little bit of fat from the pork there, and, you know, the stems. I'm now going to skim the fat off the top here and just discard it. I don't have a skimmer here, so I'm just going to use a spoon. Look at that. I took out almost half a cup of the fat from the soup. I'm going to return the ham to this. And I'm going to add carrots and squash. I have maybe 2 cups of cubed squash in here, and 2 carrots which I just sliced. And I peeled and sliced. Alright. I didn't salt this in the beginning because I didn't know how much salt would come, you know, the ham would give our soup, but it doesn't really have much. So I'm now going to season this with salt and pepper. Alright, we're going to let this cook for 20 minutes. And then we're going to finish our soup. Alright, this has been cooking for 20 minutes. I already skimmed some of this foam, but now I'm going to finish skimming the foam. I'm going to add a tablespoon of honey, a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and a tablespoon of lemon juice to this. And we're going to let it simmer for 5 more minutes, and that's it. I will check this and see if I need to adjust the salt. So I'm going to serve this garnished with a little bit of chopped parsley. Let's taste this. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. It's hot. This soup is really good. You've got that smokiness from the ham, and you know those beans, they're so soft and delicious in there. The squash is perfect. The carrots. This is very, very nice. Don't be throwing out those bones if you make ham. Make a soup like this. Oh, you know, the most common kind of soup is pea soup, split pea soup with ham. I do have a video for that. I'm going to put the link for it at the bottom here in the description box where the recipe will be, okay? For this recipe. Alright guys, delish, delish. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it a lot. If you like it and you give me a like, thank you. If you share it with your friends and you sub and you comment, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate your support. A lot. Thank you. I will have this recipe on the website ready for you guys to come and print it. In the meantime, eat well without going broke. I'm going to see you guys soon.